So, hello guys! So, I'm Angelica Morondanaw. For today's video, ang gagawin ko ay ituturo ko sa inyo kung ano yung relation and function. So, ano nga bang relation? It is a rule that pairs each element in one set. It is a set of ordered pairs, which is yung x and y. Kumbaga, set siya ng ordered pairs combination of x and y. Example, grab your example. 1, 2, and 3, and 3 and 4, which is ang 1 and 3 ay nasa under siya ng y coordinates. And then, the 1 and 2 and 4, is under siya ng y coordinates. This is an example of relation. Kasi set siya ng ordered pairs. Yun yung ordered pairs, which is yung 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Bale, next is, this one is another example of relation. Next, another example. In this example, we're going to identify if the given example is relation or not. So, 2, 4, 5, 7 is not relation dahil daw hindi siya set ng ordered pairs. Kumbaga wala siyang cup pairs. Kumbaga mag-iisa lang. So next, 1, 7, 2, and 3. I think it's not kasi it's just pair of set. Hindi naman siya ordered pair. Just pair of set lang. 1, 7, 2, and 3, and 4 ay example ng relation dahil set siya ng ordered pairs. Next tayo. Function. Ano bang function? Is a rule that pair each y coordinate to exactly one element from y coordinates. Ang function daw, yung pinipair niya yung x coordinate to y coordinate sa isa lang dapat. So, yon. It is a set of ordered pairs, relation pairs, where x should not be repeated. So, sa function, kailangan yung nasa x natin ay hindi magdoble. Kapag nagdoble siya, ay hindi na siya function. Sabi nga, all function is relation, but not all relation is not function. Kasi 'di ba pag relation, may ibang relation pero hindi function. So ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng relation ay function. At lahat naman ng function ay relation. So ganun. So example, we have here relation and function. So in this example, we will going to identify whether the given example is ano naman, function ba or hindi. In this other side, dito sa relation, ito yung mga relation. And then, function ba or hindi. So, 1, itong first example, 1, 7, 2, and 3, function siya kasi set of ordered pairs. Then, bakit nga ba siya naging function? Kasi, yung x natin, which is yung 1 and 2, ay hindi naulit. Then, next example, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, and 6, function pa rin siya kasi, yung x natin, yung elements natin sa x, which is yung 1, 3, at saka 5, yan yung mga elements natin sa 6, ay hindi nauulit. So, ibig sabihin, function siya. Pasok pa rin siya sa function. The next example, which is yung look at the x coordinates natin, yung mga elements natin sa x coordinates, yung 1, 2, and 2. So, ibig sabihin, yung x coordinates natin, yung x nasa under ng x natin, may nag-ulit siya, which is yung 2. So, hindi na siya mako-considered as function, pero relation pa rin siya. So, ganito din siya sa kasunod na example, which is yung 3 ang naman ang naulit, and then sa kabila naman, sa sunod, 5 naman yung naulit ng 3 beses. So, that example is relation, pero hindi natin siya mako-consider as function. Yun yung rule ng function. Kailangan yung x natin is hindi nauulit. Hindi pwedeng maulit. Next. So, summarization. Yung paano ba natin malalaman kung relation and function. So, itong example na to, ma-identify natin kung yung binigay ba na ordered pairs ay relation ba and functions. So, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, relation siya and function. So, set of ordered pairs, relation, function, walang naulit, function. 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 6. So, relation siya and, of course, function din kasi x natin walang nauulit. 9, 6, and 9. Set of ordered pairs, relation, but look at the x coordinates natin, yung mga elements natin sa x, which is yung 9 ay naulit. So, hindi siya function. Relation lang siya. So, another example, 5, 9, 7, 2, 5, and 1, 3. So, our set of ordered pairs, relation, pero hindi pa rin siya function. Kasi, yung 5 natin, which is yung the first set of pairs, dito itong 5 at 9, tsaka 5 at 1, sa last ay naulit yung sa elements ng x natin. So, it's not a function. So, next example, we have 6, 2, 3, and 4, and 3, and 6. So, ang naulit naman natin ay yung 3. So, relationship. Relation siya kasi set siya ng ordered pairs, pero hindi siya function kasi naulit yung x natin sa elements ng x ng coordinates natin. Next, representation of function. Naman tayo. So, under none, we have table of values, set of ordered pairs of numbers. We have mapping, graphing, the vertical line test. So, we have table of values. Ang table of values is a list of numbers that are used to substitute one variable, such as within an equation of a line and other function to find the value of the other variable or missing number. So, sa table of values, magbibigay ng problem and then i-substitute, kailangan mong malagyan lahat ng kulang doon sa hinihinging problem. So, for example, Clarissa Donald, a working student, works in a food house as a writer. She earned 20 pesos per day every hour of a service. So, paano nga ba siya ilagay in table of values? This example, so, number of hours, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito yung hours, which is nag-approach siya sa hours. And then earnings, we have 20, 40, 60. Nag-multiply by its self lang. Yan yung table of values. Another example, set of ordered pairs of numbers. Once the table of value is completed, it is a simplified process to pull out the ordered pairs values. Simply take the x value from the first time and write it after the opening parenthesis. Next, add comma, then write y number from the first time and close the parenthesis. Example, ito yung kanina natin example, which is yung si Clarissa nga, nag-earn siya ng 20 pesos per hour na na-spend niya dun sa food house. So, paano ba siya isulat in ordered pairs? So, ganito na siya. Yung 1, 2, 3, and 4, yan yung nasa elements natin sa x. Yan yung mga object natin sa x. Yan. And then, sa y naman, itong 20, ito ay 40 ha, na mali lang. And then, 60, and then 80. Yan yung mga laman ng y coordinates natin, mga elements sa y. Ganito siya isulat. Kumbaga, yung kanina, sa table of values, naka-table siya, and then yan, naka-ordered pairs. Next, we have mapping. Representation pa rin tayo ng function na. Mapping. Sa mapping naman, any prescribed way of assigning to each object in one set or particular object in one another. Kung sa mapping, parang yung isang object, i-assign natin sa isa pang object. Ganun siya. So, sa mapping, merong types. You have one-to-one correspondence, many-to-one correspondence, and one-to-many correspondence. So, one-to-many, one-to-one muna tayo. Between set A and B is similarly appearing to each object in A with one and only one object in B. With the dual property that each object in B has been thereby prepared with one and only one object in A. So, one-to-one, from the word itself, kinokonek siya sa isa. Parang isa sa isa lang dapat. Example. Ito yung kanina parang example natin. Ginagamit natin hanggang dito. Then, yun. As you can see, yung 1, which is yung R, ito yung nasa ano natin ha, ito yung domain. Yung X coordinates, mga elements sa X. Sa domain. Which is yung 1, ito yung R ha, R na nasa-spend. And then, ito yung na-earns niya sa bawat oras. So, na-prepare siya yung 1 sa 20, then 2 sa 40, 3 sa 60, and then 4 sa 80. One-to-one correspondent yun. And let's proceed to many-to-one correspondence. A function of mapping that takes the same value for at least different elements of its domain. Example, yung domain natin ay pwede siyang ma-combine sa, or at least i-combine sa parehong range natin dito sa range. Halimbawa, itong 1 and 2, yung domain natin ay may parehong range. Halimbawa, itong 1 ay may range ng 20 na combine siya sa 20, and then 2 na ano din sa 20. Ganito din sa 3 and 4 na ano siya sa 40. And then 5 and 6 na assign siya sa 60. Ganun sa many to 1. Kumbaga, yung y pwedeng yung x, pwedeng magkakapareho ng y. Ganun. Next, we have one-to-many correspondence. One number in pairs with more than number in y. Example natin ay ito. Yung x natin, pwedeng maraming y. Yun, one-to-many from the word itself. Isa hanggang sa marami. Next, have graphing. A line from a table values is not difficult. With just two coordinate pairs, values that represent point on the line can be drawn out and extended along its path beyond the two graph points. Sa graph, gumagamit tayo ng mga points ba to connect. So, we have here example. Push up. So, let's say na itong Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, ibahin natin siya, lagyan natin siya ng 1. So, halimbawa ito Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hanggang 7 sa Saturday. So, sa 1, yung 1 natin is X or domain. So, ang elements natin dun ay yung 1, 2, 3, 4, yun yung mga elements, yung mga object natin sa domain. And then, meron naman tayo sa range, which is yung 5, 10, 15, 20, yun yung elements natin sa range. Yung 1 ay meron siyang range na 25. Yung domain natin, na which is 1, ang range niya ay 25. Yan. Kanya sa graphing. Next, meron tayong test for function. The following characteristic of a function will help us to decide when we test a function when two sets or numbers are given. Each element in x must be matched in an element in y. Some elements in y may not be matched in any elements in x. Two or more elements in y may be matched with the same in y. Sabi daw, each element in x ay mamamatch sa element ni y. Some element in y may not be matched. So, yung elements daw ni y, pwedeng hindi daw mamatch sa element ng x. Yung 2, sa next naman, yung 2 or more elements ng x, pwedeng i-match sa same ng y. Kano lang sa test for function. The vertical lines test. Nasa ano pa rin tayo, presentation of function. Graph the linear present function provided no vertical lines intersects the graph. Sa vertical lines, kailangan lang dito ay hindi mag-intersect ang points, dalawang point, kasi kapag nag-intersect siya, hindi na siya makakonsider as function. Example natin, ito bang graph na nauna, itong vertical line test, ay function ba siya or hindi? Yes, kasi yung wala namang points na nag-intersect. Next, no, kasi as you can see, yung points na to at saka to nag-intersect siya. So, hindi na siya makakonsider as function. Types of function. We have injective. For every input and unique output, all the elements in the domain have to be used, but all elements in the range need not to be used. So, sabi, kailangan daw yung elements natin sa x ay magamit at yung y natin at least one doon ay hindi dapat daw magamit. This is the domain na in the range. We have surjective types of function pa rin tayo. Every elements in the range is image at least one element in the domain. So, yung domain natin, which is, ito lang pinag-aiba nila, 3 and 4, which is pwede siya lang pagkapareho ng range. Ganun siya. Types of function. Bijective. These functions are one-one function but every element in the range is used. So, lahat ng range ay nagagamit. Doon sa mga recent types ng function natin ay, kumbaga yung y daw ay hindi masyadong nagamit. Yung isang element ng y ay hindi nagagamit. Yung range nga yun. So, sa bijective, kailangan yung range natin ay. So, that's all for today. I hope na may natutunan kayo sa tinuro ko ngayong araw. And, bye-bye.